Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as our terror is not as it should be, but it's going really well. We're currently in Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve, and I'm gonna ask about the what we need here. There's nothing going on. They don't actually want anything. I think last episode we did pretty much everything we had to do over here. Let's see, so that's that base one over there, and then we have this one into the reserve, and we can go and visit the ornithologist that is looking for the giant bird. The giant bird. Talk to... no, I can take a walk alone, but that's it's probably not the greatest of ideas. So, yeah, I'll talk to you later, I suppose. Because we're leaving here, yes. We're gonna go to the shop here as well. And we could buy... Do we need carefully packed munitions? I don't think we do. No, we don't. I would love to be able to sell that, but I don't have any more. So, that's that. And, for this, I think we're good. Ooh, we can buy sacks of verdant seeds. Well, those are always there. I think those show up on the map. Let me open the map here. And if I click here, yeah, you can see the sack of verdant seeds over there. So we can always tell where that is. Which is great, because, well, I'm exploring, I'm trying to figure out where everything goes and all this sort of stuff. Let's go to Titania. Sells fuel and supplies. We could do that. We could go to Titania, and then we need to go to Magdalene's anyway, so it's a good idea. And, let's see. Those don't actually do anything. So we're going north. We're getting out of here. And, we're exploring the reach so that we can figure out, so that I can note down all that basically every single one of these locations gives and takes away. Now, I'm not sure if I'm being thorough enough in my noting, but at least it's gonna give me a little bit of a, what's the word? Guidance? I'm not really sure. The problem is, oh. Chorus and Nectar, huh? Yeah. That's also another problem. The fact that I don't have room for any of this. Then again, we can gain experience and might as well just listen to its death hymn. The sound is memorable, but not notoriously distressing until that high C, which makes your teeth itch. And we're good there. We have heard of that before. So we're exploring, and actually, because I have so much stuff in my inventory, might not want to go there. I might want to go straight to New Winchester. I think that might have been what the conclusion I came to last episode. And we are going to trade an uncanny specimen for a cache of curiosities. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I have caches of curiosities. The collector holds your specimen up to a lamp, furrows his forehead, and grunts approvingly before shoving the specimen into a wicker cage. He leads you out of his home and gestures to a large crate on one side of the porch. It's for you. What could it be? I ate greens, your navigator sniffs distinctly put out. Oh, greens. Oh, it's verdant. Oh, that kind of sucks. That super sucks. No. No, I now have two. No, that is awful. That is awful. Because I'm just about to use that up. That was pretty rubbish. And well, there's cannon fire. We're going to New Winchester. We only lost 20. And the uncanny specimens. The uncanny specimens, I was looking at my notes just now. And I saw that I can give things in Port Haven. But I didn't note what I can gain in Port Haven, which is a bit of a problem. I think I know what it is for. It's just to gain access, so it should be good enough for my notes. To, oh, Chug Chug. Super Chug Chug. What is the Chug Chug? Okay. Oh, I should be being a little bit faster, shouldn't I? I'm so sorry. Woohoo! That was a close call right there. But the cannon fire has subsided, so I don't think it is up here. Although I have just come across... I have room for this. This is good. What did I get? Munitions. Well, I'm gonna lose them now because I'm gonna fire at them on this dude. Okay, that's pretty bad. There. Ooh, got hit there. In the broadside. you're down. What do you have for me? The crew of this weathered... Yeah, I know. We can find a Sky Terror or a Sky Story or a Tale of Terror. Yeah, I'll go with that, actually. We have now 25 Sky Stories and a bunch of money as well. That was a pretty good find. And let's hope that that little passage over that way actually will allow us to get through, because it doesn't look like that's the case on the map. It does allow us to get through, and we can hear the new Winchester soundtrack already. Oh yeah, we're pretty close. So from here, we're probably gonna go to Magdalene. I mean, there's a lot of places to go to that I still haven't been. We've just been here for a couple of episodes now, since we came back. But let's see. Can I use the fuel, please? Up. I don't really need to. But here we are with one more cargo hold thing, which is great. Okay, so in the city, New Winchester doesn't have anything for us. I can hire crew, and absolutely I will. I hire many, and unfortunately I only get 4. 4 is bad. It's the minimum, but that's good enough for right now. We are gonna repair my locomotive. Too full, hiccups and all. That's the stuff right there. Okay, pretty good. And no longer have I critical damage, which is also pretty good. Okay, then everything else doesn't matter. We can... it's not here that we give over our... We're gonna need Savage Secrets. That's one of the reasons why I'm in this whole endeavor for learning where we can gain things. No, but it's not here where we give up our port reports. And I do want to do that, so I'll go ahead and get in and do that next. So I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have money? No, I do have money, I just don't have cargo room, which is an interesting thing. It used to be that we could just absolutely buy whatever, but apparently not anymore. So I'll just put all of this in there, and then we'll figure you out in a little bit. Let's go. Oh, no prospects. Oh, that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. Okay, let's look at our ship over here. Is my sound okay? My sound is okay. So you have this over here that is just extra armor. Nothing that I really want. Oh, the engine is the thing that I really want, though. But then again, we're saving 3,000. So we are going to need to go to Magdalene, and we need to take Chorister Nectar. 3 of them. Sounds pretty great. So let's go ahead and do that. Right there. We're going to need to go to Leadbeater and Stainrod again, eventually, but that's fine. We might be able to get some of that in Lustrum to the east, if I'm not mistaken. And also some 3 Ministry-approved literature. That is going to be 2. Avid Horizon. Have we been there? Have we been to the Avid Horizon? I do not recall this. I super do not recall this. But we're in a good position here. Everything is going really well, I would say. And Avid Horizon, we have not been. And that's right. Avid Horizon is the thing I was sort of looking for. So let's do a couple of things before we go to Avid Horizon in search of this new location. Well, hopefully it tells me where it is. Lies to the northeast of London. Yeah, I have no idea where it would be. And it is really weird that I missed it at all, because I'm so good at navigating in things and not hitting any stuff. There we go. Visit the Victory Hall. Trade. Okay, this is pretty important as well. Victory Hall. So let me write it down. Victory Hall. And deliver port reports. Absolutely. Just get a bunch of money out of that. And the Tacadies like me a lot. Well, a little bit. They like me a little bit. They're now prosperous, and the stovepipes are mixed. Ah, well. And how much money did I get out of that? 800. That's pretty great. And I can trade a favor for a Savage Secret. Okay, so this is pretty good, because we can do plus Savage Secret. And it's exactly what I was talking about before. For otherworldly artifacts. So I'm writing all of these down. Otherworldly artifact. might be able to hear me write it down. Probably not, though, because I have pretty good insulation between the desk and the microphone. We also have, we can affect the balance of power, which I'm not really interested in that for the moment. Although I'm sure that would open up more opportunities and more things. I'm just dealing with the other locations. I want to go to all the locations before I just sort of settle on whatever this Let's Play is going to end on. I don't know. I'm going to chat with the Indurate Veteran for... Oh, we're just learning things. And surrender my contraband. And we can give over contraband. For what? I do not know. I'm just going to write down a question mark. There we go. Sorry, this could be on camera, but my notebook is... Well, I'm not actually sure how I would be able to make it on camera, apart from serious editing. Well, I could put a webcam, like a notebook cam. It's like a racing, a sim racer would have a foot cam or something. But for a role player, it would be the notebook cam. Okay, so we're done here. We're gonna go immediately to Magdalene's. We also need to go over there. We have a lot of places to go. But because this hasn't been explored, I'll leave Titania for the moment. Oh, no, wait. Oh, dang it. Oh, it didn't destroy anything. Yeah, before I leave. I need to get Savage Secrets. Let's see. Trade. Savage Secrets. I gain 1. I lost. Oh. I have just two per. Yeah, let's get another one, because I'm going to use 3, I think. It might be 4 as well. I might be mistaken on my count here. Oh my god, that was so brusque. No, stop it. The rotation is so slow. With the side engines being that powerful, the rotation would be super fast if you put it at maximum. I'm sorry, I'm upside down. I can't see. I'm very bad at this. It doesn't matter. I'll fix it. I'll fix it, okay? Okay, let's repair it. Fully repair. How much does it cost? 6? Is that it? It is it. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, now, let's go to Wolvesley Station. And let's follow my ambition. And write the 3rd canto of the Song of the Sky. The 2nd canto caught the public's eye. The 3rd must somehow live up to its predecessor. No contemplation, no procrastination, no hours of prolonged hesitation. Not this time. You can tell... Yeah, I was going to say, you can tell this game was written by a writer. Yes, it was. Well, technically, that's how it is. Your story catches you like a fever, and your fingers whirl so fast you threaten to tangle your typewriter's keys. Oh, yeah. And we gain 2,500 experience, which is pretty good. But let's see how much or what else we get. Oh, we need to make choices here. A pause in your fevered typing before you write any further. You must make a decision. Are you depicting your actions as purely heroic, or are you going to be honest? Nope, beauty is truth after all, and truths that aren't beautiful can be safely dismissed as oxymorons. Oh. That's a lovely little bit of redundant logic right there. An oxymoron, if you don't know what it is, it's a word that contradicts itself. Or it doesn't. I've always thought it had to be a word or an expression. It can also mean it can also be a sentence. It can be anything really that contradicts itself. I've learned since I first learned about the word. So an oxymoron, yeah, basically the beauty is truth, and so if truths aren't beautiful, then it isn't. It isn't. So that's I love it. I'm gonna go with that. That's the point of this exercise, if not to cast yourself. Or what's the point, if not to cast yourself in the most favorable of lights? Anything you may have done to make a reader blench? Well, you'll change circumstances, or perhaps invent a villain to make your actions look entirely reasonable. Blench here is, look... Is that the word? Is that a normal... So it's... Yeah, go pale. When you go pale by... There's a name for it. There's another name for it, I'm pretty sure. That's not the normal name. When people become pale when, you know, because the blood rushes out of their hypoderm, or whatever it's called, because they're very scared or for reasons. There's multiple reasons. Not really sure how I've heard of that, but that is what it is, I suppose. Anyway, you stare at the half-empty page in panic. For a moment, you fear you've lost your terrible momentum. My terrible? What do you mean terrible? But then the story catches you in its arms again, and you are a golem, a conduit, a ghost desperate to relay its final message. You write until your fingers are blistered, until the ending catches you by surprise. You recline, sweat-drenched. The third canto is complete. When you take the third canto to the omnivorous publisher, he scans it with an empty grin before handing it to one of his assistants. I can say that word. I can also clear my throat. How long has he had assistants? Anyway, another masterpiece, he says. You never cease to amaze. Well, let's publish it. The omnivorous publisher's assistants flit around the printing press like tiny fish around the jaws of a shark. He sits back and pours himself a whiskey. The excited speculation around the second canto had only just begun to die down, and now vendors selling the third canto find themselves mobbed by small, eager crowds whose zeal has been reawakened. Over the next few days, you spot citizens of all stripes reading your pamphlet. From a vagrant under a bridge to a monocled aristocrat. A journalist interviews you, and any suspicion of his hostility evaporates when he starts stammering his admiration of your work. All the newspapers heap praise. For weeks, you're the toast of the New Winchesters, coffee shops, and bookstores, and other bastions of culture. Coffee shops? Really? That's a Victorian thing? No. Really? Okay. Well, I can write the fourth canto. I'm going to speak to the omnivorous publisher and see if I can get some money on that. You suspect you've accomplished something suitable, extraordinary. Indeed. The publisher leans back amid a halo of smoke. Imagine I'm the average man on the street, by which I mean a Philistine of the lowest order. What have you done lately to capture my attention? It's a good point. I have a lot of things that I could do. I've killed the fearsome things that haunt the loneliest parts of the sky because I'm the scourge of monsters. I have done that, yes. Nothing sells books like blood, says the publisher, grinning so hard he bites his cigarette in half. This... Oh, I can write it right away. The Song of the Sky looms in your mind, an unfinished monument. I'm gonna write the fourth canto of the Song of the Sky. Your previous typewriter died an ignoble, I think that's how it's pronounced, death under your hammering fingers, and you've had to procure a new one. Time to make use of it. Wouldn't that thing be extremely expensive? Because typewriters are, right? The blank page is no longer a source of panic. It's a field waiting to be sown, a block of marble hiding 100 sculptures, a sail that will whisk you to seas unknown. You sit down, crack your knuckles, and prepare to write. For 5,000 experience, and I think I leveled up. Before you launch yourself into writing the Song of the Sky, you reread the previous 3 cantos like a proper writer. You're surprised to find that its ethos, its purpose, are taking shape with a clarity you hadn't noticed or planned. Your attempt to capture the sky in words have tended to return again and again to a similar theme. The horror, the loneliness, or the adventure. I'm gonna go with the horror, the sour dread, the unwelcome dreams, the things you've learned that rub uncomfortably in your mind like a stone in a shoe. What do retired explorers bring home from the sky? A measure of sorrow, a smattering of stories, most of all, nightmares. Too long in the sky will unlock a door in your head, and you cannot choose which guests will come to visit. You will write about your dread, and not because you have a choice. Yeah, I felt that, writing about the horror would be a little bit of a outlet of this down here. I don't remember how we can fix the nightmares. I think it's in Magdalen's. That's another one of the reasons why I'm writing down my things. So... themes that had once lurked in the recesses of your mind now rise unbidden to the surface, shaking the last vestiges of your subconscious from their flanks. You finally get the sense that you know what you're doing, and more importantly, where you're going. You sit to write, fingers flying, that shining specter of an ending blazing like a beacon in your head, until finally you reach it. The fourth canto is complete. The omnivorous publisher puffs his cigar and holds your manuscript up to the light. A jeweled watch sparkles on his wrist. How long has he had that? Yeah, you should celebrate tonight, he says. He's not paying me any of this. You should celebrate tonight, he says, pouring you a generous helping of whiskey. Then I want you to go straight home and start the next one. No detours. Yeah, I'm just gonna publish the 4th canto. A fleet of assistants begin feeding paper into a dozen clanking printing presses. The machinery roars, the 4th canto is born. And I get no money for any of this. I really thought I would have. I forgot that I didn't get money for the first 2. I thought I would get for the 3rd, but apparently not. You don't have time to ascertain the reaction yourself. The omnivorous publisher has arranged matters on your behalf, and you find yourself whisked away on a whirlwind tour of book signings and interviews. Your pen hand cramps from signing. You collect a reliable stable of answers to the most awkward questions from journalists and readers alike, especially an answer to the most awkward of all. What's the next one? Soon, you'll answer them, but by the time it's all over, you are beyond exhausted and in no fit state to write. The 4th canto remains top of the bestseller list for weeks. I can go right ahead and write the 5th one because I have all the tools. I'm gonna do that. Put the success of the 4th canto, of the 4 cantos out of your mind. The 5th must exceed them all. Somehow. And now I leveled up. A horde of fanatical readers await your words with rapid anticipation. The song isn't yours anymore, it's theirs. You're just the unlucky shepherd who must steer it to the right ending. If you fail, they'll skin you alive and write a better conclusion in your blood. But best get on with it then. You sit down to write and find that the words come easily. Like friends who have been waiting at the door, you invite them onto the page. 10,000 experience! Oh my god. As you write, words come unbidden. You realize that you're about to launch into an anecdote that could destroy some formidable reputations. The words squirm in your head, anxious to make it to the page. You must make a decision. Are you going to speak the secrets you've learned, even those that anger the powerful? Or will you keep silent? Oh no, we're just, controversy breeds the sales. That's how it goes. Let's them the consequences. Spill your secrets. You name names and reveal conspiracies. You hint at grander, darker mysteries that even you barely comprehend. The omnivorous publisher would be happy. Revealing all these secrets may come back to you, or back to bite you, but it's certainly going to generate attention. And now I have a song full of secrets. How lovely. The tale has grown in the telling, and grown. In its vastness, it has become impossible to control. You find yourself searching through previous cantos to ensure consistency of characters and detail, stumbling unexpectedly upon narrative dead ends, writing yourself into terrible tangles that cannot be salvaged. With the grim determination of Hercules facing the Hydra, you cut and cut until the story lies bleeding, but better, at your feet. I love it. That's great. That's so great. The 5th canto is complete. You find the omnivorous publisher at his paper-drowned desk, flanked by 2 large gentlemen with shoulders wide as anvils and guns at their hips. Protection, explains the publisher, tossing back a glass of whiskey. Some of your readers are rather fanatical. He briefly skims your manuscript before handing it to an assistant. He doesn't even read it by now, which I guess I would have. He doesn't need to be my editor. He's not my editor. I'm the one. Look at all the bleeding that happened. That's right. The printing presses roar like unleashed dragons. The publisher toasts you and then dismisses you with a wave of his cigar. And it's sort of immersion breaking that it's just blatantly, I cannot ask for payment. It's sort of immersion breaking for that because it's very obvious where the story is going, especially with the ever increasing assets that he has. The publisher, anyway. The 5th canto's publication follows much the same pattern as the 4th, an exhausting rush of book signings, interviews, and speeches. At some event or other, you can't remember which, the omnivorous publisher appears suddenly at your side, breathing smoke into your face and pressing a whiskey into your hands. You're too big for New Winchester now, he tells you, snatching up a passing canapé. I do love canapés. I've established a new office in London. Meet you there. He swallows the canapé whole and vanishes as quick. No, don't swallow it whole. How's that? Okay, I don't know what canapés are. Leaving nothing but an acrid smell and a trail of crumbs. Yeah, I don't know what canapés are, as it turns out. It's because you can't do that, otherwise you choke and die. Yeah, well, I guess it's a good thing we did this here. It's a really good thing we did this here, because we have to go back to London. Now, my crew is faltering, but we're going to Magdalene's. There we go. That's how we do. Aha. And in doing that, in going to Magdalene's, I mean. We're hopefully going to be able to lower our terror, for one, but also remove our nightmare. I don't know if it might be beneficial to keep it. I think it increases the bad things that happen out in the sky. Like, it's hard to tell. And, of course, I could, you know, read up and just, you know, try to figure out, or go to forums online and just see what people are doing. I hear those splashes. I don't know why I came down here. Well, I do. It's because I'm not good at navigation. But, yeah, splashes apparently went somewhere else, or were somewhere else. I was gonna say it's one of the big islands of goo and bad things. So from here we go left, and then right. We got a thing in the horizon. On the horizon. The Never Surrender. Enter through the yawning tear in the hull. The wreck, yeah. I can mourn the dead. 80%, no, but partial success. Ooh, you lead the board, okay. To the... Can scavenge fuel. Let's go to the captain's quarters. I gain a little bit of... Oh, I lose a crew member. And gain terror. You turn the cabin upside down, taking personal effects and keepsakes. Perhaps some... Yeah, I gained one otherworldly artifact. We got one of those already. Those events. But I don't think I lost crew members with a partial success before. So that was pretty sad. On an 80%. That's really bad. How does partial success work, by the way? Is it if I land at exactly 80%? The chance? Or something? I don't know. No idea. Maybe if it's your just at the 80%, like if you land at 75, that's a success, but it's only partial. I don't know. It's at the discretion of the GM, I suppose, which in this case is the game creators. Most Sky Wanderers end up here sooner or later, says the Vagabond. I don't know if the Vagabond has been here. I'm sure he has. And there we are. Oh, did I get... What did I hit? Oh. I don't know. I'm gonna treat my terror. No, I want my nightmares. Treat my nightmares. Yes, it is here. It is here. We're gonna do it. Also, we need to level up. There's so many things that we need to do. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG. And this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.